All right, guys. I think we are back. We've had some real difficulties today. Our connection says excellent connection now, so hopefully YouTube can stop dropping our video out every few minutes.
Not cool,
So
YT. Not cool.
yeah, not cool YouTube. But yeah, anyways, guys, we were talking about the Nielsen um, streaming numbers, and I wanted to bring up this last thing where we were talking about specifically the top 10 streaming movies. And we were looking at Enola Holmes was number one. And then obviously we were talking about Where the Crawdads Sing a minute ago, and it's number two, which I loved. I thought it was a great movie. And Trevor, you should definitely check it out. But yeah, and then it looks like we have Falling for Christmas, Hotel Transylvania 2, Don't Worry, Darling. Have you seen that yet, Trevor?
I have not.
Oh, God, that's even better, probably.
Damn.
That's the new Olivia Wilde film. Black Panther, the original Enola Holmes, Mile 22, Sing 2. Yeah, interesting numbers for sure, to say the least. Like I said, this is the most trusted way that they've put this information out for years. So hopefully we keep getting these numbers for streaming, and it helps improve the stuff that we're getting. But Trevor, you're hearing this. Give me your thoughts, man.
I had no idea that Enola Holmes was so dang popular. I had no clue. So is this like for the whole year? Is it just this week or like
Yeah, this is for the year.
for the year? Man, that's impressive. Go. What's her? What the?
11.
Stranger Things girl. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Millie Bobby Brown.
Millie Bobby.
Yeah. Did good on her, bro. Man, that's really impressive. Those are really impressive numbers, honestly. But those are, I always like looking at those just because it's so interesting to see what the rest of the world thinks about things, and how they look at the overall, or what interests them, and who really is spending the most time watching things, because I don't know if I've seen like a lot of, I've seen like Black Panther and a few of those, but I haven't seen a lot of those. I haven't even heard.
Well,
of
I know
some of
my
those.
daughter was addicted to Hotel Transylvania during Halloween time, and she probably watched it 100 times. So it's probably a lot of kids. And then Sing, oh my goodness,
that makes sense. That totally makes sense.
Again, it's all very kid driven.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
That's
kids.
the world we live in now.
Well, especially in streaming, because like movie
for sure.
theaters are still going to be, more like a little older, because those people they have to have a little bit of money, they have to have the ability to get there. But streaming, you can put as much streaming crap on there as you possibly want. You can watch it over and over and over and over and over. You don't got to go anywhere. It's made for kids and for like, kind of like teenagers who are just stuck not being able to do anything and just want to, distract themselves, which, is like Enola Holmes,
Yeah, for sure.
So,
it's got a lot of people we like in it. I'm surprised that we haven't ever given
Henry
it.
Cavill's in that, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I like Millie Bobby Brown. I think she's a really, from everything I've ever seen from Stranger Things, she's extremely, very talented. So, I don't know. I just didn't, it's only crossed my radar a few times. I didn't realize how, insanely popular it was.
Yeah, for sure.
No idea.
It got a sequel, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So and that already itself says a lot about it, especially on Netflix, because usually at least with films, we don't quite see them do those kind of things very often.
That's true.
But anyways, guys, what are you guys' thoughts on the Nielsen ratings that we're seeing? How do you guys feel about Enola Holmes and Where the Crawdads Sing and all these movies? Definitely let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. All right, with that down, we are going to jump into our third main topic today. And our third main topic today is this. So, Trevor, again, I was telling you last night, reports came out that all this shakeup at DC was happening. So, there was rumors or I'm going to call them rumors now, but there was murmurs, let's say that, from the Hollywood Reporter. There was a report from the Hollywood Reporter that said that Wonder Woman 3 was canceled, the Aquaman would be canceled after this next one, that they're not really moving forward with Henry Cavill as their Superman, and all of these things. And we have this article here, and I want to just read a little bit of it. And this is coming to us from Forbes, actually. It says, Warner Bros. Discovery has rejected director Patty Jenkins' proposed plans for a third Wonder Woman film, according to a late afternoon exclusive report by the Hollywood Reporter. The apparent cancellation comes as newly hired DC Studios CEOs James Gunn and Peter Safran have just completed their initial plans for future of WB's cinematic shared universe of DC comic superheroes. The report goes on to say that the Wonder Woman sequel, which Jenkins co-wrote with Jeff Johns, is considered dead in its current incarnation. Gunn and Safran are said to have told Jenkins her story doesn't fit into their plans for the DCEU future. It's important to note that this only cancels the Jenkins presented her current plan for Wonder Woman 3 and doesn't necessarily preclude a sequel being made with a different story or an alternate version, right? So if we go on to this, again, we'll hear there's more that goes on about basically kind of the same thing was said with Aquaman 3. And then there was kind of these questions of, are we really getting Henry Cavill back as Superman and all of this stuff? And these reports kind of insinuate that Gunn and Safran intend like a complete reboot, right? Like they want to reset this whole thing. They don't want any of this, other stuff, and I think doing that kind of makes it hard to use anything that we know in the DCEU currently. And if you are going to redo it, there was in the same article murmurs that they're cool with the Batman. Right. And of course they are, right? And so they may be wanting to make a world where there is Robert Pattinson's Batman and the other Joker played by Joaquin Phoenix, or who knows what they plan on doing. But the point is clearly they want to start anew. They don't want to have all this baggage kind of. Wonder Woman's coming off of a poor performing movie that most people didn't quite connect with the same way they did on the first one, right? So it's already a tough sell to even want to watch another Wonder Woman movie as it is. But yeah, that being said, Trevor, you're hearing this. What are your thoughts on the idea that there was this kind of secret meeting with Gunn and Safran and Jenkins and all these other creators where they basically said, hey, we don't want to continue a lot of these things and we want to reshape this all? What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I have a lot of mixed feelings and I have a few thoughts. I totally get why they would do this. Any great empire, when you take out the old empire, you got to take out everything. You got to take out the religion, the generals, all that stuff. And I think in many ways it's probably the right plan. Like I don't think your house would stand on grounds like that. It's been really rough sailing for DC so far. They've had no plan, no real consistent angle that they've been going at. They've had a few really good, decent movies, but the overall, it's just been pretty much a jumble. And I think that if you're going to actually really start turning it around, it wouldn't be a bad plan to just reboot it completely. But it does make me kind of sad because, Henry Cavill was born to freaking play Superman.
And we just got the reports that he's coming back to play Superman. Right. How the hell do you hit us with we gotcha. Like, come on, don't okie dokas, man. He made the announcement. Come on, man.
Right. Yeah. I hope that we can do like a soft reboot. Use a lot of the same cast. Maybe just put it in a different universe where, some of them are a little different. And that way you kind of start over, but you don't start, because I feel like the good things about that universe can be salvaged. I think you can salvage pretty much all of the Justice League, the original ones that only exist, Aquaman and Wonder Woman and maybe Batman and Superman. There's no other ones.
I definitely want to see more
other ones.
Hawkman and
exactly,
and Dr. Fate and all of that.
Too.
So
True that.
So I mean, it's an interesting decision because it's a lot of work, right? I mean, and not to mention that he himself has a film in the damn DCEU.
Right.
So you'd be kind of scrapping that too, right? And it makes you wonder where they go with some of these other characters like Harley Quinn, who Margot Robbie has spoke out about wanting to continue to play the character, but to not do these shitty movies. And so, where a lot of people are doing the opposite. They're speaking out going, hey, I'm probably not wanting to continue to do this because of these shitty movies. She wants to right the ship. She wants to continue playing the role. So if so, do you say, you know what, Margot Robbie, we're good? Because I find that hard to believe. And if you're not willing to do that to Margot Robbie, how dare you do it to Henry Cavill? I really say it. How dare you do it to Henry Cavill? It's just wrong. And like you said, he was fit. He was made. He was born to play this role. He is the Man of Steel.
He's awesome.
For sure. But and that's going to roll us into our fourth main topic today. But before I say that, definitely let me say, guys, what are your thoughts? Down in the comment section below. And then we are going to move on to our fourth main topic today. And our fourth main topic today is this. On those same lines of all the news dropping right before we started the show, just a couple hours before, James Gunn gets on Twitter to kind of set the record straight, really. And I want to read to you what he said here. Again, this is following the shit that we just read, basically. Here's some tweets from James Gunn. He says, although this first month at DC has been fruitful, building the next 10 years of story takes time, and we're still just beginning. Peter and I chose to helm DC Studios knowing we were coming into a fractious environment, both in the stories being told and the audiences itself. There would be an unavoidable transition period as we moved into telling a cohesive story across film, TV, animation, and gaming, which we also talked about on the show as well. But there's also some tweets that he made that aren't in this particular article where he basically says, hey, what you're hearing isn't entirely true. And like me and Trevor were saying before the show, what does that mean, James Gunn? You can't say that. You can't say what they're saying isn't entirely true. So it could be anything, a million things when you say something like that. It leaves the door wide open. And if you really wanted to close and set the record straight, you would have said, hey, we plan on doing a Wonder Woman 3. Hey, we plan on don't listen to these false rumors. This is what we're doing. But the truth is that, and as you said in your tweets we just read, is you really don't know quite yet what you're doing. So you're really not sure if you want to make a Wonder Woman 3 or what you want to do. And that's totally more understandable. And I think that's what you come out and say then. You come out and say, hey, I see those reports. I just want you guys to know that we don't know what the fuck we're doing yet. That may be true. That may become true. But as of right now, we haven't made any of those kind of decisions, guys, because we've been in here for a fucking month. And I think that would have been the smarter thing to say for James Gunn. But instead, again, this kind of leaves the door open to think that, well, maybe some of it's true, right? He said it's not all true. So maybe they aren't doing more Wonder Woman. They aren't doing more Aquaman, but the other stuff we heard are true. I mean, who knows what it means? It's kind of weird, a weird situation to have entertainment or the Hollywood Reporter, put out this article, and then hours later, James Gunn respond by going, "Hey, that's not entirely the case."
Not
Okay.
100% accurate.
Yeah, so just really, really awkward information, and yeah, I feel bad for the Hollywood Reporter as well. But yeah, Trevor, what are your thoughts on all this, man?
It's very strange. It makes me wonder how, like, I mean, where did the breakdown in communication come? You know, it's supposed to be kind of a machine here. You know, like we get out the stories through the media, and they tell us what they want, and there was like a confirmed story that then the director immediately was like, nah. And those tweets are the tweets that we had talked about before, the like not everything is entirely true, is very like fishy. It's like what do you mean? Like, you know, I guess it makes sense that, like, again, that they would kind of like reboot it a lot, but it makes me curious of like, it does seem to confirm that there's going to be some massive changes, you know, like by saying
called
that.
It a 10-year plan.
Yeah, and again, he also mentioned all of those different things and telling a cohesive story again across all
multiple
of them.
formats,
So-
which even Disney and Marvel is not doing.
Not really.
Not even close.
No.
Not with the video games specifically. Not even.
Yeah, not
they don't
at
even
all.
use the likeness of Chris Evans and shit in
Yeah,
their
that's true. That's
video
true.
games. I mean, which
Right.
is annoying as shit as a fan,
I'm
bro.
trying to be handsome in there.
Well,
You're
it's not
looking
just that. I
mildly
mean, part
handsome.
of what I want is I want to be Chris Evans Captain
Right.
America. I want to be Chris Hemsworth Thor.
Right.
You know, I don't want to just be Thor.
That's someone
Right,
true.
yeah, I know. Why wouldn't I want to be the Thor? Why
Right.
wouldn't you give me that? I mean,
Right.
and
You can
and
tell
there's-
a different
And
story,
if I want
you
it,
know.
I'm a 30-year-old grown man. What do you think a 12-year-old wants?
Right.
You know.
That 12-year-old's confused. He's
Right,
just like,
right, for
"Ma,
sure.
Are you sure this is Thor? You know,
Right.
like-
Exactly. Right. Right.
No, and I seeing stuff like that. What were we just talking about?
What do you mean? What were we just
Like
talking about?
oh yeah, okay, sorry. But that would be crazy if they could like put it together across all of
Right.
that. And if that's all the case, I mean, I get it. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
you start from the bottom if you're gonna do all of
Oh,
that
yeah,
shit. I
for
mean,
sure.
that's. I mean,
how cool would it be if they like kicked it off with a game?
that'd be crazy.
Like it was a Henry Cavill Superman game
Right.
that was like the most badass game we've ever got or something,
Yeah,
you know,
right.
right? I mean, that would be crazy.
I
A
would
way
love
to
that.
start a cinematic universe,
Or
you know?
would you even call it a cinematic universe?
I don't
or
know
would
what
it
the
be
hell
like-
you'd call it.
Man,
An
I don't even
electronic universe?
Right, right.
Video formatted universe?
Artistic universe. I mean, that would be. I don't even know what that would look like, but I'm excited to like maybe try it and see. Personally, I feel like you could still soft reboot it and give it to like keep a lot of those same actors and stuff because I liked all of that.
Yeah.
And just maybe like, you know, pick and choose what like things you'd even remotely want to like talk about, you know. And then from there, just using those characters like move forward. I think that'd be a pretty good way to do it. But I don't know, you know, Gunn has done a pretty good job at a lot of different things, and I'm interested to see what his
Yeah, I'm gonna
style
give him the
DC
benefit of the
universe
doubt.
is.
That's for sure. I mean,
Yeah, I'd
but
really
again,
see
this is like he said, it's a 10-year in the making kind of situation. So we have to be in for the long haul. We can't.
Whatever he does, I feel like I would really like just stick with it. Just let
Yeah.
it breathe a little bit. Let's see.
Yeah, and it's one of those situations where it may get worse before it gets better too. You know, and
Right.
he may have to like weed out or like finish off kind of whatever they have going now before he can even start his
Right,
thing,
true.
which makes it even longer, right? So, but yeah, guys, you're hearing this. Like I said, we just went over the fact that all these reports were coming out about, you know, these Wonder Woman being canceled and all this, and Gunn's like, hey, not exactly. What are your guys' thoughts? Definitely let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. All right, with that down, we're going to jump into our fifth and final main topic. We made it, Trevor.
We did it.
made it to the final main topic today, and the final main topic today is this. Fuck you, Disney. More price raises
dang
over
it.
at Disney Plus. And you know what? This is becoming just too much, man. I remember saying years ago as a streamer when everyone's cutting cord and getting away from cable, like, oh, I'm not paying $100 a month anymore. I'm only paying $30 and I got 4 streaming apps. Well, what are you paying now? Because if you want them all, if you want HBO Max, which is $15 a month, you want Netflix, which is $15, $20 a month, you want Hulu, that's $5 a month, you want Disney Plus is now moving theirs up to 10 something a month. You're at $60 right now. And do you want Peacock? Do you want whatever? There's so many. Paramount Plus, right? Apple TV Plus, Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
Do you want any of these other goddamn things? Because if so, you're spending $85, $90 a month just to have all these things, and we're right back to square one. And the last thing we want to see is all of us are suffering in this, whatever the shit we're in. The last thing we want to see is for Disney to go, hey, give us $1.70 more per month or whatever the hell. But yeah, that's what's happening. And like I said, and that's why I made the clip art a big, flipping off Mickey Mouse, because that's what they're saying to us as fans. And also that, they don't give a chance for someone like me who's had Disney Plus since the very first day. They don't give me a chance to like be grandfathered in or something like to say, hey, listen, for you loyal, people who already have Disney Plus, or if you sign up before this date, you will lock you in for a year at the old price, or something like that. Give something to your customers back. Give back to your customers in this time of need. When you're such a big conglomeration and you're making so much money, why would you nickel and dime your customers like this? But let's check this out. Let's read a little bit from this article. Disney Plus is getting more expensive, and now's your last chance to avoid the price hike. By the way, your chance is over. And I tried to do it myself even last night, and they took away the option to change because they knew they were going to increase the price. So in order to save the money, the article is insinuating that if you go pay for the whole year right now, you'll save the discount if you pay for the year up front. And I was like, you know what? Brilliant idea. It saves me like $35 for the year, and I don't have a monthly bill anymore. Right. I go to do it. No, system down. But anyway, let's read a little bit more here. Starting December 8th, the home of hit show like Mandalorian and Loki will cost of its ad-free membership. We'll see the cost of its ad-free membership tier increase from $7.99 a month to $10.99 per month. This is a $3 increase. Keep in mind, remember when this came out, it was $4.99 a month, and everybody was like,
and it came with Hulu and
I'm gonna have Disney Plus for a lifetime. Well, and I said it then, it's just a matter of time for this thing is $15 a month, and here we are. Keep in mind, I pay for the Disney package thing, right, where I get ESPN plus Hulu and Disney, and it's going from like $12.99 a month to like $17.99 a month or something. It's just ridiculous. Unlike other streaming services, Disney Plus gives customers the option to do month to month or pay up front for the whole year. Again, they're trying to give you an option to save, $40, $51.89 total, but that option is no longer available and you don't have it. The point is, what I wanted to talk about is Disney Plus is increasing their price. Now keep in mind, you can keep the $7.99 tier if you want. However, it will be included with ads now. It will no longer be the same situation that you have. So now if you want the ad-free tier, which is what you currently would have already had, you will have to pay $3 more per month, which is a huge price hike, man. Again, this isn't $1. We're not jumping $1 every 2 years. We just jumped $3, man. We just jumped $3. If this happens again next year, how often could you do this? If you increased $1, you could increase $1 for the next 3 years. And now that you've increased $3, you can't do shit for years now, right? I hope not. I hope you don't plan on it, because I'll plan on canceling Disney Plus is what I'll plan on doing. I do want to preface all of this by saying I love Disney Plus. I love Disney. I love everything Disney makes. I'm a Disney fanboy. Let's be honest. I go to all the Disney movies. I love Marvel. I love the shit. So the last thing I want us to do is cancel my Disney Plus membership, or even be in this kind of angry position that I am, feeling like Peter Griffin telling you what grinds my gears. And the fact is this does grind my gears, man. And it's not what I want as a film fan. It's not what I want as a member of this American society who is currently feeling this. Like I said, whatever you want to call it, a recession or whatever the hell, you put your name on it. But whatever it is, I feel it, and it's affecting me. It's affecting my family. It's affecting my friends and my society. And again, the last thing that I want to see is a conglomerate like Disney, who's raking in money, hit us with a $3 a month price increase right now in the height of all of this. When bread's going up and every single thing else around me, just the things I need to live are going up. I don't need you, Disney Plus. Don't forget that. But Trevor, you're hearing this information. What are your thoughts on Disney Plus increasing their price by $3?
Well, basically, I feel like all of these things, if you could do it at the price you could do it at, you should just keep it at that. Obviously, that's from my nice idealistic, right brain side that wants to believe that we all just want to put more good in this world and as much good in this world as we can. But I get that there's some people that just want, no matter what, as much money as they possibly can, and I wish we could do more than just like saying to the camera that this is crappy that they do this, but that's all we can do, is that's what we're going to do. It's crappy that they do this, They can do it for cheaper. They don't do it for cheaper. And not only are they not doing it for cheaper, they're raising it by $3. Like, every cent that they theoretically would raise that would make them lots and lots and lots of money. And not only did they
cent.
Yeah, they raised it that times 300.
Hundreds of cents
over all of us. I mean, in every one, and it compounds monstrously.
And I think I speak for everyone when I say that it's not like their content has just been off the walls. Like, you know what? I don't care what the price is.
Right.
Like, it hasn't been that way, man. We haven't been. In fact, it's gone down since you started. Since The Mandalorian and WandaVision, everything has slowly just been a steep decline. To
just sludge. Where I just don't even like a lot of.
So now you want me to pay more?
Now I've heard Andor's good, and I haven't even watched that.
Right? Yeah, there's a perfect example. So now you want me to pay more for your service that I'm caring less and less about.
Right.
I'm watching less.
Right. True that.
Come on, man. Come on.
No, thank you.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's just ridiculous, man. I don't think it's, like I said, a good thing for us movie fans, for sure. And it's just not what we want, man.
I think it's bad business for them.
It is.
I mean, I think that it's funny that a lot of greedy people don't realize that their greed is actually stopping them from making more money. And something like this it's like, yeah, you might in this short term make like a bunch more money from all of us from doing this, but a lot of us, because we have to, or because we're just like, screw you, dude.
It is true.
We'll just cancel their subscription.
It is true that their greed keeps them from making a lot of money, but it also keeps them from losing a bunch of money. And that's why it's this like weird balance you have as a person with a ton of money.
Right. Right. Well, their
because if you're not a certain level of greediness, you don't have that level of money.
Right. Right. And that's, people like that are like truly like strange to me. Like,
they're not normal people.
No.
They're not normal. They couldn't function in society they couldn't just like go to McDonald's and hang out and be, or
which is why they're a billionaire. Like Andrew Tate, that dude could never like just be a normal guy.
No way. No way. He would have to drive a Bugatti wherever he was going.
Yeah, in order to just feel okay.
I mean, let's be real, man. If I got $1 billion tomorrow, I'd probably never be able to be a normal guy.
Right,
anymore.
Right. Once you make that first like $1 billion, you're like, well,
or even million, really.
Right.
I mean, after that, it's probably like
things start
a whole
changing.
different lifestyle.
Yeah.
You know, people look at me now. I'm like, you know, I bought it. I got me and my wife this hotel room. It was $800 for a night, and people are like, damn, what it must be like. And then I was watching this the Russian billionaire kid dude, I forget his name, and he's like, I was just staying in Dubai. It was only, you know, like $22,000 a night there. And I'm just like, that's how people feel?
22,000.
That's what you guys think of me? Like, no. It's way different stuff, guys. There's levels to this game.
Yeah, and I am on the bottom.
I'm still way down, my friend. Way down.
If I'm on down, then you are.
He's got like a watch collection, and like his cheapest watch is like $68,000. And it's like that's what I got I bought a house for that, you know?
Right. And I was like, damn, boy, you blew that money today.
Right. I couldn't imagine wearing my house on my wrist.
Never. Like, what if someone just wanted my wrist?
That's what he was saying. That's what he was talking about, too, is that only certain cities he can wear his watch in because people, you know, will just come up and can steal $50,000 off your wrist if you're stupid enough to walk around with it.
Right.
And it's like, so you're so rich that you can only even wear your rich stuff around other rich people because to them, they're just like, oh, a Rolex.
Right. Oh, I see you brought the cheap stuff today.
Even me, I'm a good dude, but if I see some dweeb in a you know, a suit walking around with an $80,000 watch on his wrist in the middle of night in downtown Wichita, walking down an alley,
I'm gonna be thinking about it.
I may be $68,000 richer the next day.
Right.
I'm not gonna say how. I'm not gonna say what I would do. I'm just saying I would have a lot more money the next day.
Right. That's
or
true.
a really cool watch.
One of the two. And then I would be lighting another watch the next night.
Right. But yeah, guys, you guys are hearing this this information about Disney Plus raising their prices again. What do you guys think, man? Do you guys got Disney Plus still? Is it worth it? Is it not worth it for the content we're getting? Yeah, definitely let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. All right. With that down, we are going to jump over to the chat section and see if we have a little chat here. Let's see what we have. Matt was pretty active in the chat today. He said he's a decent fan of Hotel Transylvania. He's not gonna lie, man. I tell you what, I can't freaking stand that thing. I don't know if you ever seen it. Adam Sandler plays the Dracula
lost
character.
My virginity after watching that for the first time.
Whoa!
Yeah, we were so bored.
To an 8-year-old?
No. To a full-grown individual.
Thank God.
Yes, indeed. We were. It was like my family had chosen a movie night, and we were like kind of snuggling, and we were so bored that we didn't pay attention to the movie. You know.
Yeah, it's not a great movie, and then there's like maybe two or three of them. Yeah, right.
I feel like the third one's coming out or something.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I can't stand those damn movies.
No, I don't like them at all.
Let's see here. He says that he remembers the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man games on GameCube and PlayStation specifically, and would totally try another movie comic book game with those things. Were mad fun. Yeah, right. Those things were cool. Just being able to play the game out again was fun. Even though I knew what was going to happen and shit, I still just wanted to do it. Right? Yeah, for sure.
Totally.
He also says, I always wonder if real life is even a thing to people with that kind of money sometimes. Right. I mean, it is, but their version of real life is just so much different than ours.
Right. It's hard to even imagine
that billionaire kid, dude, you know, he made his first billion at 18, and I think he's like 27 now. Jeez. And he'll tell you straight out, like, it's the worst thing that's ever happened to him because, like, you know, what made him happy and what interested him before was just simple shit. Like anything could, you know, like a new flavor of soda. Right. You know, like that happens to me. Even Matt, me and Matt will be like somewhere and we'll be like, oh, Mountain Dew Cold Yellow. What the hell? We're in.
Let's
you
go.
Know, like,
There's beauty in the struggle.
Yeah. Even though we get home and it tastes like cat piss, we're still like, right.
We tried a new time.
But he used to be able to have moments like that too. But now those same moments, are with way bigger things, right? But they're just dull. They don't have the same, feeling, because like you said, again, beauty of the struggle, there is a beauty to the fact that, what's exciting to me is the new Mountain Dew flavor.
Right.
And instead of what's exciting to me is what, and that's his point, is what is it? Tell me. I've bought everything that I could buy. I've had every girl I could have. I've lived in every house and every apartment you could possibly live in.
Right.
And
What
I'm supposed to, a new flavor of Mountain Dew.
Right.
Ooh, a new Rolex.
Yay.
Yeah, another one for me to buy. And that's probably what it has to become like, and that's gotta suck.
Yeah, see, I don't think I'd ever really want to be that rich.
No way. No way.
For me,
If
and I
so,
wouldn't want it
dude,
for my
I'm kidding
kids.
you not. I would be just giving money. You know
Yeah.
me. You know me. People would just know. They'd be like, "That's the dude that gives away money."
Yeah, he
I'd
just
be like,
gave me
"Mr. Beast."
$100,000.
Yeah, I'd be like Mr. B. I'm like, he gave away an island.
Yeah.
He's giving away Bugattis.
It's
Just
crazy.
I mean,
just go there.
and I
He's
could do
Santa's
that.
best friend.
I could do that for a living for the rest of my life and still never spend half of what I have. I mean, that's crazy to think.
It's hard.
That's
to
too
even
much
understand
money.
that. Yeah,
That's too much money.
there is too much money.
That's too much money.
People need to understand there is too much money.
Yeah,
it's
there
not
is.
for one. No, there's too much money. There's too much power.
Yeah.
Some people, and it's not some people. And no person can actually handle absolute power. Like it's like no one can.
Right.
You'll every
Right,
time.
right,
Every
for
time.
sure. But yeah, guys, that looks like it for today. All the chats, questions. Let's see. Matt did say something else here. He said the first one only for the Hotel Transylvania. Yeah, it's bad too. All of them are bad. I hated them all. I hate Adam Sandler trying to do that stupid Dracula voice.
Oh my god.
What a sellout.
Right.
Anyways, but yeah, that's gonna be it for today's show. It's been a lot of fun. We fought through all of we were in the trenches today with with YouTube and the technical difficulties, but we fought through it all, and we got a show put out for you guys because we love you guys. You're a great audience and good film loving brothers and sisters. But yeah, it's been fun. I was joined today by my friend and co-host Trevor Farney. Trevor, where can people find you at, buddy?
You can find me on Instagram at the Mad Making Mind. And from there's all my other links. So that's the best way to go.
Sweet. And guys, you know where to find me. I'm right there at Keaton Toothman on Twitter. Make sure you guys go follow me and check it out. Also, make sure you guys just spreading the love on the Xbox giveaway video and joining that membership, and hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already, and the subscribe button and the notification bell. And yeah, we will see you guys back here